Okay, got the voice now. Hello everyone, hopefully I'm live. Let me get into this race before it starts. It's been a while, but haven't been doing those tiny races because it's only 3 categories and I was racing in the open class. I can race now, finally in the 510 to 700. Still going to be absolute pain. But let me just check to make sure I got the right bike. Yep. How about my wheels? Let's go with these ones. It's not going to make any difference. It's not the state champs. My stream setup's a little bit bodgy at the moment. I wasn't planning on starting a stream tonight, but I've got a little bit of time and it's the first time, well, at least the first time I can do it. I think I was away in Gold Coast last week when the tiny races had a little bit more categories. How's the sound if anyone's watching? I don't think anyone is. No one's used to me streaming. I think I can turn up the volume louder, because it's always super quiet on the beach. What is this one? No, this is the wrong one. This sound will be terrible. Four minutes. I've got the wrong microphone input. It would sound rubbish right now, pretty certain. Give me a moment. Okay. Sounds like it's working now. All right, for those wondering, here we go. I reckon I'll have to cut that bit out. Good thing is you can, it just means it gets reprocessed, so it'll take a little while. But I had the wrong microphone input at the beginning. So I'll start again. Hello everyone. Welcome to the first tiny race of the season for me. They've changed the format, so previously it was only 3 categories and I had to race in the open cat against the likes of Josh Harris and all those demons. Just wasn't worth it, was it? So now, just move the microphone away from that a little bit. I don't even know what this course is. I just saw that I could do this race now. I was away in the Gold Coast last weekend. I think that was the first time that they had, oh, my head is beautiful. The 5 categories. I know the last, well, I'm in the category 510 to 700. I know the last one of these is straight up the climb, so it's really only 3 races. My stream setup's a bit bodgy at the moment because I haven't been doing a stream for a long time, so setting up the cameras and everything. Let me just make sure that I have got, oh yep, broadcast is working. Let me know if the sound's horrible, if anyone's in the chat, anyone's watching. I've got 2 viewers. I should have put WD-40 on my chain. Oh well. I came back to this scene, it was all messed up. It's a problem with ABS. I've gone through probably 3 upgrades of ABS since I streamed last. So all my stream setups all messed up. I thought I had plenty of time to set up the stream until I came in and saw that everything, all the windows were the wrong sizes and all sorts of things. I had a hexagonal shape around my camera for some reason. I can't remember why I was doing that. Alright, so where's this first one go? Get the Zwift inside it, page out. Tides and Temple, 7.452 kilometres. Ends at the Woodland Sprint. You get a power up the Sasquatch Sprint. And then downhill, aero power up. So it's downhill. Have I got everything working? I hope so. Good, we're about to start the race. Get gears. Get the chat. Patrick and Wes. Thanks for letting me know it sounds fine. I'm sure it won't be soon once I'm huffing and puffing. I've got an aero power up already. What's the deal with that? Is that Lee Baxter? Hey Lee, got to give him a ride on. Oh, I missed him. Oh, fan on. Microphone away a bit. All right, use the power up here just to get settled into the group. I'm assuming I got another one. That'd be... Now should I... Maybe I should put this one on top. Sort of a bit... I need to finesse that a bit more, don't I? That'll do. That'll do. First stream back. Gonna be Gremlins. Right, cut this corner a bit. Give a bit of momentum there. It's my first tiny race with the pack dynamics. Somebody's already out the front. This is the biggest field I've raced on Zwift for a long time. Don't think I need my fan that high yet. Cut that corner just a touch. Get back in the draft. Sometimes it's tough because you cut one corner and then you got another corner like this and you get stuck on the outside again. That's why it's better to be slightly at the back so you can choose your line. But you've got to be careful with dangling these days because I think they've shortened the draft distance. Hey Roy. For those watching Tactical Watts on the podcast this morning, the Zwifty Zwifter. There's those toilet paper socks you're talking about. And Rob kept on calling Ray Roy. I think he was doing it at the beginning before the stream, wasn't he? I didn't really notice it, but having said that, I'm always a little bit drowsy at the beginning of these podcasts. Sliding to the left here, not too far. Where's that guy going? Is it just a glitch with the internet, or is it actually legitimately gone? See ya, mate. They come back on the... Look at the map. Oh, there's a few riders going the wrong way. Oh no, there's a few riders at the back. That rider definitely went the wrong way. Oh, one less person to beat. Sucks for them though. I'm usually the one that messes up people's names. I was actually going to write down your name on a bit of paper before the stream started, Ray, so I didn't mess it up. I didn't get enough time. But luckily, Rob was the one being the embarrassing one. I did link the podcast to my YouTube channel, but I called it Zwifter rather than Zwifty Zwifter. And the problem is on the phone you can't amend the post. You can't even see your post that you put up. But I'll just pretend it's one of those things where you're trying to get engagement by misspelling something. So you get comments correcting you. It makes people feel smarter, doesn't it? Alright, so do we not get an aero power up? We must. I must have used it too early. It'd be good if you could have an option to get rid of toilet paper socks showing on your screen. 'Cause it's alright when there's one person, but in a year's time, when half the field's got toilet paper socks, it's going to be annoying. It's going hard. Follow the trail of fire. Alright, I got nothing for this sprint. I just got to try and get a respectable result. Find a gap just here. Another gap just there. Yeah, toilet paper socks. Alright. Strung out, but it's downhill through after this Bigfoot section. I was trying to get gapped. People using power-ups, they're struggling. Or being smart. Depends if we get another power-up. Alright, I can ease up here. Never heard of Andrex, so definitely not down under. Maybe there is, but it's not a... It's all like Glad wrap and Kleenex. Okay, 1.8. Who's off the front? I don't dare look, because there's uphill just here. Now, if you're smart, you'd probably bridge across to that rider. I'm not. I'm going to get dropped doing this. Where is he? 43 seconds. Don't think that's the first rider. That 43-second rider. I think it's the guy that. Oh no, there's a few off the front. What's the deal with that? Oh, I missed it. Looks like they're different. Is it the D-cats? There's green and yellow. The puppy one we have, it's called, what is it? We do have that same company, but it's called something else here. Trying to remember while suffering. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I haven't done these races for so long. There's green and also yellow. Got 600 metres to go. There is no other power. I wasted that last one, didn't I? What an idiot. Just go from here. Get the momentum. Don't hit the front. Okay, go now. An arrow would have been handy there. 10 seconds. I can't read properly. If I had an arrow, I would have got top 10. Because I used it at the beginning like a dumbass. Okay. There's no is it because I've got a joint event? Usually you got the race results and a warm down. What happened to Lee? Who is Lee? There's Lee, he's right ahead of me. That's my teammate. I saw Lee start sprinting and I was like, oh, how far is it to go? There it is. Lucky he was sprinting, I would have gone too late. Where's my race? There it is. All right, what's this one? Someone's posting a chat about a video. No one wanted to watch videos on YouTube. Why would you do that? Race 2, take elevation evaluation. Take a right from the pen right over the Sasquatch bit. And then loop around and come back. All right, I've done this one before. It's a pain. Why am I doing this race? Yeah, I like the tiny races because it's more for when you're a bit fitter And you can do that high intensity over and over. Plus also you're not just hanging on. That's why I never bothered doing them when I was in the category to 1000 CRS. Would have been pointless. Would have been just me doing my FTP, or above FTP, my VO2. I could just do a go ride for that. Yeah, I think a lot of people sprinted too late there because you could see the momentum I had coming through the group. By not so much sprinting, but just getting that power wound up from 800 meters. Saved the energy. If I actually was fit and had the aero, probably would have been a race winning move. Probably woulda, coulda. Tighten races are great if you haven't done a lot of intensity for a while and you're not sure what you can do to push yourself. You learn new limits. You learn also that you can sprint from a lot further out than 250 meters if the group's going. After doing tiny races, I actually started sprinting from 800 meters in normal races and getting the jump on the group. Not always working, but it just gave me that extra tool in the kit for races where I was strong enough to compete. But don't use the power up. It's a trap. I misunderstood because in the instructions it says we go through one of the banners. So I thought we'd get a power up. Okay, someone's up the road. Someone's chasing them. The best time to put a hard dig in here is up the ramp. Not yet. We'll go down that tiled ramp and back up the hill. That's if anyone plans on chasing that down. I don't. Yeah, down this section and back up. Because we get so much speed here, then kabooming up this hill. I might just use the momentum anyway, make it easier for myself. Oh, I can have a rest up the top here. Slot into the 5th and 6th wheel and slide back again. Still one rider up the road. If you can ride away from this group, you just definitely deserve an upgrade the next round. What I think would be good is if event organisers could set it. So tiny races, for example, I don't know how it'd work in reality, but if you do well in this tiny race, say top 3, and if you win a race, then automatically you should be pushed up to the next category, next round. Don't know if it'll work. People might hate it, won't ride in tiny races anymore, but not necessarily pushed up next category for every other race. So I'd stop people from then sandbagging the rest of the week and coming back and smashing the tiny races. definitely far up the road. I ain't close on that. The reality is there's so many things you could potentially employ that breaks everything else. In isolation, if you said tiny races every week, and that's all you had on Zwift. Whoa, good steering there. Yeah, you could do so much more stuff with it, but it's not. All right, so we do go through a banner. How do I not get a power up? Is it because this power up counts for that banner? I ain't touching it. It's a perfect power up. I'm so confused by these yellow riders. Am I in the green group or the yellow group? I'm certain that's the lead rider going through now. Oh, there's a gap. Follow that fire socks. Zwift headphones. Maybe you get the power up through this banner. Let's try it. There we go. Ah, yeah. Brilliant. This is why people come and watch my streams, to see tactical brilliance. So that happens when you do your homework, folks. All right, just be careful here. Don't get gapped. It's downhill there, so it's no use wasting energy getting to the front. Back there. Should cut that corner, but got no draft. So I cut this corner now. I've been umming and ahhing about setting my green screen up. I think it looks better, but I did green screen for a long time. I think if I do some effort, I can make no green screen look better, because the problem with green screen is you wash out the colours on the camera. I'm all about the colours, not the steering. Okay, here we go. A little bit of energy up here. Save it at the top. One kilometre to go. Staying in the middle. Stretching out. I think all tiny races are the same. From 800 metres you need to be on the game. Someone's sprinting at the front, but they're going nowhere. All right. Fall back just a touch and then we go. Here we go. Ramp it up. I'm going to hit the front. Let's go. Uh-oh. 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 I misread that finish. I thought I'd follow some wheels through. Well, I went about 100 meters too early. I had too much momentum. It was too late in the day to slow up. Had to take my punishment. Yeah, that's what the feather was for, Fred. It was close to it, Chris. I was at the front, actually. Was I second place at the kick? This stupid progress thing. How long is it to the next event? I had to go more than 4 kilometers an hour to turn around, I think. 2 minutes. All right. So I think Lee went flying past me this time. There he is. Oh, I didn't even get the lowest watts. Didn't win the Zwifter Cup. What was it lowest? I got the lowest watts actually, it's not the lowest watts per kilo. Well, depends how you look at it. I got the lowest watts on count back for 3.2. That's all that matters, isn't it? Doesn't matter if you win or lose the race. I got 2 results boards. One, yeah. Don't show that one, show that stuff up. All right. Right, this is the 3rd race. And then there's the uphill, don't bother race. Starts in 1 minute. Remind me to change bike for that last race. Actually wheels, because the bike's fine, isn't it? What's this? It is. Take a left, sprint for a power, then finish at the Stoneway sprint draft boost. Okay, I'm not touching this power up out of the pen. Fool me once, whatever the saying is, fool me twice, I'm an idiot. You'll fool me 3 times, I'm sure. Probably is another power up this time. Funny thing was, I thought I was in a really good position there. I was moving forward without not much power. And I thought, this is great. And then I started, it was like sliding down a hill. It's like, no, I don't want to go forward. I probably could have hit the brakes. It's one of the times you can use the brakes because I really need to arrest that forward momentum early on. Once you get to 400 meters, it's too late. You're going backwards if you stop. All right, don't touch that van. There's Lee. Got to beat Lee this race. He's got me 2 races. Who else is there in the jersey? I don't recognise them. Now the drive fan power out's different than the other power outs. It's pretty much useless if you're already getting 100% draft. So if I find myself in difficulty with only a few wheels in front of me, that's the best time to use it. When you've got less than 5, steering's playing up now, and my gears are not working. God, I hate Zwift plays. All right, stuck in gear 23 until the camera does that weird thing. My plays they're connected. There we go, I got a gear. Gears are working. Steering's, oh, there we go. I'm not going to touch the steering much though, because it does weird stuff when the camera changes. I lied, I touched the steering. It seems to be working better again. Hopefully that was the only glitch back there. I should use the steering just so I can blame it on the poor race result. Everyone's so spread out. There's like 7 riders on the front. Not giving a ride on because I like to use my power up. What are you doing today, Chris? Chris is also a burrito. Doesn't have it in my Zwift name anymore because we don't. Our team's a ghost team at the moment. Pretty much only got Kyle and Gunnar racing for other teams. Well, Chris does a bit of racing, but I don't think, was it Nick and Kyle? We had a TTT. Currently nothing. Sounds great. Right, 3.7, a little uphill here. It's a little dig. Find some space. You know those toilet paper socks to wipe my sweat. Stretched out. It's all going to come together again before the sprint. I'm sure of it. There's a little gap there, 2 groups. Not closing that. All right, pace has come off. Everyone's obeyed that message to keep the pace up by slowing up. That's a shame, Chris. Is it just windy or is it thunderstorms? Ah, steering wheel. You found me. Like it wasn't a critical moment. Again, someone's off the front. Should be steering, but I ain't touching it through here. All right, time to do this drafting van. I think even though it's not going to do much, it's not much time to do anything. All right, it's got 700 meters to go. Or 600 actually. Here we go. Oh, please got me. Well, you got me. Is that Herbert off the front again? I didn't see if the front rider got caught. Oh. Probably got myself a C out of that sprint. I hit the front too early. First race was good. Ever since then, my timing's been badly off. Oh. Wasn't like I was going to win then, but gave myself a lot of work to do at the front. Okay, change bikes. I'll change wheels. Actually, no, these are the climbing ones too, aren't they? All right, as is. It's a bit boring when the best frame and the best bike are good on the flat and the climb. The best frame and the best bike, and also the best wheels, the best bar tape. A little cool down. If you're watching, don't expect much this climb. As you can see, I'm well down on watts per kilo. About the same on watts for a lot of people, but this is a 9% grade or something, isn't it? This is the first time I've done these timing races, John, since, God knows, last year. I go do more than, what's my speed? I go do 5 kilometres an hour. You can't U-turn unless you do 5 kilometres an hour. I'm pretty certain it's locked to speed, not your FTP. It's the first time I've done the timing races for a long time because I've been meaning to join them, John. But I've either not had the right time because it's been dinner time really. But the other thing is too, is that there was only 3 cats. So even though I'm a C cat in the old traditional sense, my ZRS score was pushing me up to the 1000 cat. And I enjoy pain as much as anyone else. But that's pretty much pointless. It's no longer a training effort. It's just stupid effort. Pretty much I'm trying to get on the bike. There is no plan. Whitney's pretty full on into her tutoring, so especially on the weekends. A lot of the times I can't ride this time because Whitney's just about to do some teaching, or has been doing teaching, so I need to look after Ethan. And then during the weekdays, Zwift has been pretty rubbish when it comes to races. I've been recording races. Probably got about eight races recorded, and I've commented on 2 of them. There's a couple of others I probably could comment on, but they've got 10 riders in the race. It's very different to doing what it used to do anyway with Zwift, which was racing against 30 or 40 good riders. Hey Zwifty, I better join my event. I don't really want to join this one. This one's the after party. I almost pressed the rubbish bin then. I'll be doing that next ride. I went to start my stream, Rob, and everything. All the screens are all stuffed up because I haven't done streaming for so long. So I've had to quickly rebuild some scenes out of the old ones. Every time I adjusted something, I adjusted something else. I haven't even got my chat window up. Don't know where that went. Yeah, start ride. You should go back and watch it, Zwifty. I've been a master at using the power-ups. Absolute master. I was trying to put together a chat screen. So I got that. Problem is I'm using OpenGate to try and get some height in my screen, but then you've got nothing here. I suppose I can move it up. So I've got nothing to, I was hoping to fill that area in, this area. Give me some time. Also, even my transitions, I've got to change it back to fade. There we go. What's my 3D Zwift looks? That's not too bad actually, it's just a little bit zoomed in. But everything's too big for some reason. I thought OBS fixed that issue. Anyway, it's time to get chatting on the climb. This is where I take my ZRS score without even trying. Should use a feather now. There's Lee as well. There's no real use smashing it out of this because we hit the climb straight away. Well, I suppose there is a use. But when you're 1 watt per kilo down on the competition, what's the point? I'll wave. Where's my wavy? No, wavy. There it is. Give him the elbow. No, I don't want to quit event. Almost pressed A. God, these Zwift players bugger off. There we go. I can't even spam the emote. Oh, unless on the draft. What's happening in the world? Yeah, it changed, Rob. That's the reason why I'm doing it this week, because I got 5 cuts instead of 3. So it used to be 600 to 1,000, and I'm 650. I mean, I get smashed even on this climb. In the, what's the category again? What do you think it's category? You should be changing your chainring. Don't do that. We like the entertainment. Anyone catch the podcast this morning? That cranky Australian. I might not be above you after this. What's my score? Actually, it probably didn't go anywhere, even though I got top 20s. I'm 650 exactly now. This will drop me down to about 648 or something. Coming dead last. But I haven't used my feather yet. So I use my feather and sprint and catch up to no one. I'm beating someone. I don't know how it works, but you've got power-ups out of the pen, which confused me because in the first race I thought we'd go through a banner and get another power-up. So I used my aero out of the pen pretty much, which would have been great for the first race. I think I would have got the best result in the first race if I had saved my aero power-up. Having said that, probably a lot of other people made the same mistake I did. And then the second race, I decided I'll keep it. We went through the banner and back around towards the banner. So I thought, oh, maybe we do get a power up. So I used it, and then we got a XP. Absolute legend. And then the third race. Well, the second and third race, I just messed up the positioning. Went too early. I blame the fact that I'm getting a little bit fitter. So in the first race it worked out well because I went from the back and came in, didn't hit the wind until, went over the finish line without hitting the wind. But moved in through the pack. Second and third race I hit the wind. I was not expecting that. The problem is the closer you get to the finish line, the less mistakes you can make. You can fix mistakes. About a kilometre from the finish after that. The closer you get, the more you pay for it. It's nice and cool here at the moment. I'm dreading when it gets really hot again. Speaking of which, turn the power down of the fan a little bit. At the beginning of the stream, it's an absolute mess. I don't know why. I thought the sound was working fine, but it was the sound coming from a camera. So it would sound rubbish and echoey. So I had to cut the beginning of my stream in the edit and let it reprocess. I don't want that in my name. I pride myself on my technical abilities, not my racing now. I let down by both today. That's the key, Zwifty. saves disappointment if you make the mistakes early on. God, this goes forever. I'm not even halfway yet. Oh God, Iverson's catching me. I thought I had 50th place in the bag. Is there anyone else behind, or is everyone else just... It's just him. All right, drag race. Half wheel him. Hope he doesn't start going harder. Oh, well, I thought he was going to do a ghost on me. Still a kilometre of this. Holy hell. What'd I get myself into? If I go easier, he'll go easier. Lull into a false sense of security that he's broken me. Yeah, disconnect attack. I do that, but I'm streaming. Can't do that, can I? It's important in this position. 50th place gets you enormous recognition at the Zwift Ballroom annual meeting. Gonna elbow him. Get out of the way. Don't get my draft. What jersey is that? Probably got it. It's all right, I pretend I'm cracking too. 800 metres to go. Do you think he's used his feather yet? See if I can psych him out with high cadence. Trish Freeman. What can I get to? 130? Bouncing too much. Oh, he's got my draft. Can't give him 1 watt. Can't bounce too much, my booze will bounce. I've got a whole new subset of viewers. That's, I'll do 1.8 now. Gets flat. What if I throw my power up? Make him sprint. That's a workout. I'm sure last time I did this race, it finished way back there. This is absolute. I'm so glad I didn't do this. Honestly, I'm sure it's finished halfway up that hill last time I did this. Maybe it's just because I did the same thing last time. Completely forgot. All right, throw the feather. Attack. Did he react? He has. He's reacted. Got him in the front. Got no idea if he's trying to win or lose. All eyes on him now. I haven't done a max sprint for a while. That's my max sprint power. Let's wait till the gearing settles in. Get the right gear. That'll do. I dropped my towel. I can't get a low enough gear. Gear one. I showed him. 5.1. I suppose it was only 5 minute or 6 minute effort. Back in the old days, I used to be able to do, well, I think I got 5.99 watts per kilo for 5 minutes. I think was my best. It was kind of a running joke between me and Dave Raynham because we're trying to crack the 6.6 watts for 5 minutes. 6 for 5, and we're both getting 5.9s. Did I win the lowest watts per kilo race? It's not even showing the finisher. I got 2.3. I won. What are these guys doing 5.4 for? Clearly don't know how to race on Zwift. Where's my graph? It's efficiency for you. I got 1,000 watts. It's the first time I cracked 1,000 watts for a long time because usually I'm absolutely dead at the end of the race. Oh, all right, got to put the crux. Is it the crux? Whatever my crux. Wheels. Still got a long time to go to get to level 2. I could be following my own advice and farming this distance, but to be honest, I don't really care. Come on, 5 kilometers an hour. Come on, 5 kilometers an hour. Why am I not U-turning? Oh, that's because I'm still in the race. Leave event. Oh, we'll just see if it's... There's no one chatting. What happened to the guy that finished behind me? Seriously. See her up. Probably already gone already. Chatting to myself. All right, leave event because no one's chatting. Hit the 5 kilometers an hour. It's going to be a short one. I'll just cool down because can't do my usual stream for half an hour race and then talk for an hour. Got commitments now. A bit like Rob. Rob's got a dog. It's like being a father again for him. All right, get down this hill. What can I do whilst I'm cooling down and no one's really watching? Where's my Zwift cam? Got a chroma key on, turn that off. God, I could have just had the green screen on the whole time. Okay. Get rid of stroke. Sounds a bit weird on the stream. Okay, shape, circle. Ellipse? What's an ellipse? Whoa. Oh. Circle. Circle's huge for some reason. Star, heart. Don't mind that shape. Let's just The issue is let's squeeze it up. Can't really change the size though. What the hell? What about? I think pretty much the rectangle's the way to go, but I gotta. How do I? Here we go. Corner radius. No, I don't want corner radius. I want around the edges. Can I round the edges now? There we go. Go around the edges. Change the width, change the center. Or should I do it like that? Maybe like that. Height. Height. Maybe can't really. That'll do. Hell, whatever. Whatever. Okay. Done that. And then move you across. So this is the issue I was having. Everything was all like that. Maybe if I unlock it. No, it's locked. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Do I have to take it out of the group? Maybe. Take it out of the group. I don't know if I like this, but hell, whatever. Stroke. What happens if I do that? Nothing. Maybe I've got to do change the filter positioning. There we go. Okay, so don't know if it looks any better though. Oh, that's the center. What am I doing that for? Height. That's all right. What's happening in the chat? Getting bored. Yeah, Lee. That last stage. That was nothing for us. Well, maybe for you, but definitely not me. That first race, I did a good job. The first race I did a decent sprint. The other two, you would have seen me go past you and just hit the wind. Both times I saw you go past you, I was like, no! Not that I was expecting to beat you, but it would have been fun. The issue was the first race, because it was downhill, everyone went, well, maybe I was further back, but I timed it really well, so I thought if I use that timing again for the second and third race, I'd reap the same rewards. What am I going up this hill for? Idiot. Got to go 5 kilometers an hour again. try to get my stream organized again. Don't know. Because I can use a green screen. That'd be the easiest thing. I lost my chat. I don't know where my chat's gone. Where's my chat window? I've got no Zwift. I've got to add a filter there. Why is there no filter? I'll work on this later. I'll work on that one later. I need to put a chat screen. So the problem is, I came to my OBS and everything's too big. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't mess with it because I'm sure if I change back a setting, everything will go back to normal again. But I thought OBS fixed that where if you change settings on other things, it resizes everything. I should just use the other streamer app. Did you mess up your power-ups, Lee, or were you smarter than me? I thought on the first race I was like, oh, we got a bonus power-up. I'm going to use it. And then it would have been perfect for that first stage. And then the second stage, I thought, nope, I'm hanging on to it. And then we came around and I was like, oh, actually, we go through the banner twice. So surely we get a power-up this time. And then I got an XP. And then I hit the front so early. I should have, it's because I haven't been doing Zwift racing for a while. I should have remembered that it's a long way to that uphill around that roundabout. I thought it was much closer. There's the same, there was a guy that kept, or a rider that kept on being, I kept making the same mistake. I don't want to go up this bloody climb, Zwift. There's a rider that kept hitting the front. Did I go too far? I can't get the option to turn around. Yeah, I read Zwift Inside. I didn't read it. Like I opened it up. Problem is I was opening up at the same time as I was trying to set up my OBS. I thought I had plenty of time to set the straight up because I got the camera set up for the podcast. All I got to do is get on the bike. Problem is my scenes. The scenes are all broken. And I thought I had them all perfected, so I kind of locked them all down. And then I don't want to go radio tower. There we go, Fago flats. So then I was messing about with that. I only got a chance to read Zwift Insider very briefly. And that we went through banners. So it didn't make a difference. It's good to be back. I'm not being able to do the tiny races because I'm not racing 600 to 1,000 Zwift racing score. All right, I better go. It's 8:10. Cheers, everyone. You probably won't be able to see the stream because I'm going to cut that first bit. That's absolute rubbish. I'll get it reprocessed. All right. See, that's how you press stop streaming. I remember now. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll try and my aim is to try and get one stream going a week. Quite like the technical sides of it when I get it right. And I'll try and do. We'll see. The problem is I don't really know when I've got time free. I can't say yes, I'll definitely be free at this time. All right. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and all those things that help the channel so that I can try and make it a bit better. See ya.